everything up. So, hi. I was not going to do a live. I have uncombed hair and sleepy face, but I could hear y'all like, oh my God, she hasn't said anything. Hi. She hasn't said anything. And part of the reason why I haven't said anything is because some of you guys are new to me and like we're just building our relationship. Oh, I have to comb my hair. Lord, I have to comb my hair. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, so I only check in on the news when I feel like it or when my godmother or somebody brings something to my attention. Hey, Ronnie Pooh. Hi, Kat. So I only go on like, I haven't even been on IG as much since I took it off of my main phone, since they've launched into full-blown Gestapo mode. Like, we'll check all your phone calls and your pictures and your location and who you were talking to yesterday and all of that insanity. So I haven't really been on. This is my other phone that I do Instagram things on. And this Clubhouse thing, I'm being more active on that too. We'll see how that goes because y'all know I only have this much energy for social media. But I needed to like try to collect myself because honestly I've been laughing my ass off. I mean, uncontrollably laughing my ass off. And I know some of you are very, very, very active in the political, hi Shonav, in the political process. Some of you are very much so, go vote. Some of you are very much so, everybody has their own way of coping or what they feel a proper response to all of this is. And for me, why are we surprised? like if I offend you, listen, because we're family. We love each other. We get to disagree. Okay, we get to disagree and not throw each other away. So if you if you guys say something that I think is crazy, I'm not gonna throw you away. Hopefully you don't do me like that, but you probably will. It's fine. This shit, listen, I literally cannot with this. Oh my God. Oh, where have you been living? Where have you been living? I was born in the United States, in California, in Los Angeles, Slauson and Crenshaw, my whole life. I know what that place is. I know what it is. All of this, the comparisons, and I'm not saying that it doesn't need to be said. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we don't need to shine the light on the disparity, but it's just like that really short video that I did like a million years ago when I was like, who are you holding up the Black Lives Matter signs for? Who are you making these comparisons for? We know that we're not treated the same. We know that we get totally different and drastically unjust treatment. Like, we know this. So when you're saying Black Lives Matter, who are you announcing that to? Because those of us that, that is in reference to, you should know that your life matters. I know my life matters. I know that I'm making decisions that reflect the fact that I feel like my life matters. Who are you doing these comparisons for? Are you hoping still after all of this that the white people are going to go, oh, there is a disparity. I thought that you were just making shit up. But now I can see. Like, what are you hoping for? That you're literally hoping. And yes, I'm using you language. I almost never do that, but I have to. Y'all are literally hoping by shining a light on the disparity that you're going to get through to them finally. Y'all think that by having children with them, by moving into their neighborhoods, by going to their schools, by integrating in all of these ways, right? Like Martin says, they don't like this quote, but I feel like I've led my people into integrating into a burning house. He said that shit before they killed him because it finally clicked. It finally clicked that that's what was going on. But for real, y'all, why are we, we're holding the Black Lives Matter signs to try to wake white people up. We're holding up the comparisons of the arrests and the deaths and the videos of, you know, our abuse which a lot of us shouldn't be. I'm sorry. A lot of us are protesting the fuck for. This country has always been what it's been. When I tell you guys, when you're talking about relocating, and I tell you, look at least 100 years, at least 100 years of history. Why do I say that? Because countries will always go back to what they were built on. They cannot outrun the karma of the place. Okay? If they're built on violence and racism and abuse and all of these things, that's what, especially when the economy gets tight, that's what they're going to go back to. So all of you guys using your energy, and I'm going to get into what you should be using your energy for. Using your energy to be mad or feel away or let me show them because they don't see. They know. They know. You're not shining a light on anything. They know. They know. This is their culture and heritage. What you guys saw was their culture and heritage. Even if it was staged. Especially if it was staged. This is them dog whistling and signaling for who it is they really are. This is who they've always been. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What is it that you're hoping to see? What is it? They know. They don't need your education. They're literally over here making bajillions of dollars talking about white fragility with a white person talking about white fragility. They're not worried about this. They're not worried about you. This is what they've always been. You live in a place where they literally enslaved native people to this land and brought some new ones over. Like, what is it that y'all are waiting on? And I say it because it's y'all. Even if you're not planning on relocating, even if you're not planning on leaving the country, I need you to start moving like you know what the fuck it is. I need you guys to start moving like you know where you're at. I need you to wake up and realize where you are. Oh, these are the same people. These are not new people. All that, it was our ancestors. My ancestors, listen, and I have to say this because I work with spirit. This is what I do on a daily basis. Their blood runs through me. Epigenetics, please look it up. It is the awareness of life experiences, and it's on a genetic level. A memory of thoughts and experiences and perspectives that runs through my blood right now, that I access right now. People that I've never met, but that live inside of me, that I know via the fact that their blood runs through my veins. Do you think that these people are different? Do you think that because they tell you, that was my great, 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 that I don't have nothing to do with that? Are you serious right now? Y'all, come on. Our ancestors want us to rise up. Our ancestors are mad because we're so scared and our attention is so focused on them that instead of sitting in a place of acceptance, y'all, when are we going to be when are we going to be okay with telling the fucking truth about what it is? I don't have no energy to continue to fight knowing who it is that I'm fighting. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. When are y'all going to believe them? When are you going to believe them? That's what I want to know. When is that going to happen? I want you to so bad. I want you to believe them. I want you to live in truth. Whether it's all staged, which is horrific. Let's just say all of this is staged, right? I'm not telling you what to believe. Let's say all of this is staged. And this is all a movie. Why would you, from your genuine heart, engage in screaming at the screen? You're sitting in the movie theater, screaming at the screen, fighting with your family, unfollowing folks, not working with folks that look like you, that just should have the same agenda. That's what y'all are over here doing. You're screaming at the screen saying, don't open that door. And because your cousin or your friend or your neighbor down the street doesn't agree with you, you're fighting with them. Do you see how ridiculous this is? Y'all are literally fighting with your family over some shit on a TV screen, on a movie screen, instead of handling your business. Why aren't you handling your business? And you're so busy watching this damn movie, and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your community, you're not figuring out ways to mobilize in all the chaos. Chaos is when you have opportunity to create order in your own life. Believe it or not. I really, I need you guys. I don't care if you feel like this is 100% true or it's all made up. You're still giving your energy to some shit that really don't deserve it. This is your opportunity to go, oh, I don't want to watch this movie. I need you. I need you. I need you to get yourselves together and wake up. If you're dealing with a government, a world power that would produce a movie like this, that could fill you with so much fear, that will actually, all of the things that we know, I need you to start moving like you're prepared. Have your head on a swivel. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Pay attention. Okay? Stop this bullshit. I'm sorry, but I need you guys to stop this bull. I'm tired of getting DMs from my own folks talking about, oh, you abandoned, you. Listen, y'all, I told you, my peace, my life, my happiness is a part of my resistance. It is an act of resistance. I get to actually watch this on TV like it's a TV show. Okay? I need you guys to stop being surprised and to stop being shocked and to stop being, upset and to stop using all of this energy pointing out disparity that has been since been. I can't have those conversations. I'm not able to have those conversations. What I will talk to you guys about, which is what I always talk to you about, acting upon your ability to literally declare the truth, which is that you are a divine creator and that you are a god or a goddess right now. I've been having breakthroughs. I've been having such clarity. I've been having so many things that are finally clicking together for me because I'm not plugged into this shit. I'm doing what I have to do to take care of myself and my family and bring more people into community and assist those who are staying or who have decided to leave. It doesn't matter. I'm here for you. I'm trying to uplift you and help you remember who you are. You are a divine creator. What does that mean? You get to co-create the reality that you want. You get to set into motion in the unseen the life that you want in the seen. That's what you get to do. You actually have that right. And sitting around, I laugh my ass off. I laughed my ass off. This was hilarious. This was absolutely hilarious. Oh, and you guys, please, if you have Clubhouse invites, please circulate and share them. I don't really know how that works. I got invited, and I don't even have an iPhone. I had to figure it out on my iPad. I was lost. But please, because this is a part of our community building, so let's do that. I just want you guys to understand and know that I love you, but the reasons why I just wanted to get some sun. I'm sorry. Hopefully this doesn't mess everything up. I can't have these conversations about this stuff because I'm really wondering when we are going to move past this. This is a call to action. This is not a call to sit around. This is a call to action. This is not a call to bellyache. We got to stop begging. When y'all are sitting up there talking about how, this is unfair, you're begging. They're not going to do anything other than what they always do. So then what are we going to do together? How are we going to build ourselves up? 2021 is wild. It's going to be, look at how it already started. Y'all got to get yourselves together and get yourselves prepared. It's not a joke. It really isn't. If you're planning on leaving, leave ASAP. If you're going to stay, please get with your neighbors. Please. Those of you on Patreon, I'm going to put a post up so that everybody can kind of we'll do like a roll call. Where is everybody? How are we going to, work together? I have a crew of people here. I got more people coming. This is not a game, okay? I want you guys to stop begging. You can't convince them out of who they are. Nobody can talk me out of the fact that my great-grandmother was born on Acklands Island in the Bahamas. That blood runs through me, period. Her experience shows up. She comes through in my messages. We are connected to our ancestry. Our ancestors want us to do more than beg our oppressors. I just... Y'all are wearing me out with this shit. Y'all are wearing me out with this shit. We're not doing our work. We got to do better. We have to do more. This is work, y'all. We have to be willing to put in the work to cause change. Really. We have to be willing to put in the work to cause change. Whatever that change is. Really. I'm calling you all out. You see it. The comparisons, fuck whether or not it wakes up the white people. They already know. Do you know? Do you have enough proof? That's my question. Do you have enough proof to take it seriously when people like me and other people who you respect or not, who you troll, whatever, when we're telling you, you probably want to get your shit in order. It drives me insane when I see people offering predictions, right, that come from spirit. And then people want to troll and talk about, oh, well, that didn't happen, so you don't know what you're talking about. Meanwhile, what are you doing? You don't need a prediction to get ready. You know where you live. You know, even the most basic of history. If I was still in the U.S., I would have water stored to my freaking ceiling. I'm telling you, every cent that I could afford to get my shit together, that's what I would be doing. Because that, for me, was a test run. That's what that felt like to me. And here's my prediction. Y'all want to troll me later, fine. Ain't gonna be no inauguration on January 20th. That's my official opinion. Ain't gonna be. Who knows how far they're gonna let this stuff go? But you saw it. You saw it with your own eyes. The whole world saw it. The entire world saw that. And you know that if it was you, you wouldn't have survived. You know that. Why is it that that's not enough? You're the ones that need the comparison, not that. You looking at the difference between the protest and this. That's for you. It's to get you moving. It's to wake you up. This is for you. Those Black Lives Matter posters, that's just for you. How much does your Black Lives Matter to you? What are you willing to do to protect it? What are you willing to do to protect it? Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to save you. I've gone without a lot of shit to give myself what I believed and what I understood freedom to be, in whatever my scope of influence is. Watch my other lives. I talk about it. You are divine creators, but not if you just keep absorbing whatever else somebody chooses to tell you that you are. That's not going to get it. Whatever your scope of influence is, that you are responsible for that. You're responsible for whatever level of knowledge you have is. I don't expect everyone to know as much as me or anybody else, but you're responsible for what you do know. And what you do know is that you live in the United States of America, you live in Europe, you live wherever you live, and you know the basic history of that place, and you know how they feel about you. You are responsible for that information. You're responsible for that. So if all you know is how they treat protesters, and you know how they treat women, especially melanated, indigenous, black women, why are you out there protesting? Y'all can be mad. I already know a whole bunch of people are going to unfollow me. I'm asking, why are you outside getting beaten and trampled and all the rest of it to protest a system that has consistently shown you what they think of you and how they feel about you? I need answers. I need answers. Why? 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 Women that look like me, why? We've been voting since we could vote. Why are we screaming at each other, angry at each other, all of this over who voted or didn't, when we've been voting and we're still being murdered? And we're still experiencing disparity in income and housing and all the rest of it. When are we going to get off of that shit? We've been doing that. When are we going to try something new? When? And yes, I'm a Scorpio. I'm all about my Phoenix. All about my Phoenix. I want new. I want change. I want evolution. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Where is it? If you guys have problems with the things that I'm putting forward with my solutions, that's fine, but I'm doing something. I'm not focusing all of my energy on people who have positioned themselves to be my oppressors. What they've done is they've stripped us from our natural responses. It is a natural response to be angry. It's a natural response to want to protect yourself. It's a natural response to want to replicate yourself. All of our natural responses as human beings have been stripped, and we don't even see it. And we want to sit here and beg and plead. And that goes for our men too. I'm going the fuck off. I don't care. I don't care. I am not going to jeopardize myself, my personal progress, to save someone who has not shown any real interest in improving himself. You are not my uncle. That's not my cousin. That's not my brother. And if it was, I'd be checking them too. Meaning, why are we out putting our physical bodies that we know are not protected by even our own men? Why are we protesting, putting ourselves in harm's way over men that don't do that for us? I don't know. No, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm tired of watching this. I'm absolutely fed the fuck up. I am absolutely fed up. I'm fed up. We are the target. It's not them. They're killing us because they are stripping us of our protection. They are stripping us of our value. Stand in your divine feminine. Make them come to you. If you don't come over here and show me respect, you get no access to me. I'm not braiding your baby's hair because you had her with somebody that doesn't know how to do it. I'm not coming and picking you up. I'm not mortgaging my shit. I'm not letting you use my car. I'm not doing any of that. If we're in the same range of age and you have not done what you needed to do to take care of your responsibilities, you get no help from me. We have to start telling our brothers, our fathers, our sons, our uncles who are not living up to the standard of manhood, I got nothing for you, bro. We have to stop it. We have to stop it because it starts with us. The entire world was built on us. My melanin gave birth to everyone. I am not your mule. I'm your queen. I'm not your mule. I am your queen. And queens do not carry others. Queens stand still, and they are very clear about who does what. I am a queen. I'm not your mule. So if you can't get into your function, you have no room in my court. Let's be clear. Being powerful doesn't mean that you do everything for every fucking body. That's not what that means. Wielding power is being clear in your value first. Loving yourself first. I am speaking to queens. I'm speaking to women who hold court. You are the matriarch of your entire circle. If you don't have children, that's fine. Your feminine energy is important. You hold court. You are the center. I am not your mule. I am the queen. I am to be protected and provided for. I am a resource that cannot be replaced. The maternal line is where all your genetics come through. You can look it up. Google that shit. It's not a 50-50 contribution. No, it's not. I'm contributing more, and I am putting together the person. I am the portal from the spirit world to the physical world. I will be respected. Stop walking your ass out there, standing in front of these big ass grown men, getting beaten up and torn down. And why are you walking and letting him use your car? Like, we got to come out of this shit, y'all. There's going to be a transition. A lot of folks are not going to make it. We need to stand clear and firm in our value. Regardless of anyone else, we don't need men to validate us. We have to validate ourselves first. I have so much love and patience and time. All of the time that I spend is on those who want to uplift themselves. And it's mostly women. It's mostly women that look like me. And guess what? That's not a surprise. If your son is trash and he's not living up to what he's supposed to be doing, stop making up and closing the gap for him. Stop it. Stop it. If he's not taking care of his baby, you call him on that shit. Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? If he chose poorly, hold him accountable. Hold them accountable. We have to hold our men accountable. If they don't value us, let them go. If they don't value you, let them go. If they don't value you, let them go. No one survives if we don't. No one survives if we don't. The survival of any group, the survival of humanity requires women. I literally said, Christine, if it's your, I don't give a fuck. I have an older son who is showing me hella fuckboy tendencies. He's not here with me. I speak the shit that I live. I'm not just sitting up here talking about it. I'm not going to be verbally abused by a child that I gave birth to. Out of your fucking mind? What? black women, you don't like black women, you don't respect them, you think that I'm just, and I can't talk to you any old kind of way because I'm a woman. You can keep that shit in LA with your grandparents. I'm not about to, no. If you cannot respect me, you don't get to enjoy anything that comes through me. No one. We have to be firm. We have to. There's a responsibility that comes with being a queen that a lot of us are not comfortable with. You have to make hard decisions. Not everybody can go. Not everybody is worthy. They're not. I'm not taking no losses. My ancestors have suffered enough. They are looking to me to correct things. I really don't care if this makes some of y'all mad. If they're not protecting you, if they're not respecting you, if they are draining your energy, if they are draining your lifeblood, if they are stealing your money, if they are taking from you, cut them off. Cut them off. Cut them off. We keep coddling and making excuses. And racism. What about what they did to you? How do you think we got here? How do you think we got here? If there was a breach in the security perimeter, which we just saw, this is a really good example. How did all of those protesters get into the building? Because the police allowed them to. That's how. How do you think we got where we got? We talk out of both sides of our mouth. We come from the most clearly amazing stock of strength and ability and physical prowess. You mean to tell me that our community, that our people got breached because the white man is just so smart? Or did they allow them in? Why do you think our neighborhoods right now? Why are our neighborhoods full of violence? I'm from LA, from Crenshaw and Slauson. Was I concerned when I saw big groups of young ladies together? No, I wasn't. When I was concerned about getting shot up, it was men that looked like me. The terrorism in our communities, the terrorism that I and other people like me have experienced, it comes from our men. I don't want to hear about what's going on Capitol Hill. What's going on in your neighborhood? What's going on? Who's abusing us? Who ain't pulling their fucking weight? They let them in. We have to be willing to make tough decisions. We have to be willing to make sacrifices. And no, I don't sit up here thinking that I'm better or any different than you. I've gone through that. I've been through that. This is my second marriage, okay? I have 2 sons. I have a daddy. I have I'm from LA. I know what I'm talking about. These are tough decisions. It's an act of treason for a black man to allow another black man to disrespect a woman. It's treason. They're co-signing it. They're not separate or different. If the only time that you protect someone is because they belong to you, you are participating in furthering and enjoying patriarchy. There are 2 different systems, and we are affected by both of them. I'm not playing about this. We got our own shit to work out. If we were doing what we were supposed to, principally, if our men had prepared right now, this could be an amazing opportunity. We got to mobilize and we have to do better, but it's not going to happen if we don't start holding people accountable. Okay? If our community is in a shambles and we live in a patriarchal community, a patriarchal system, a global patriarchal system, Stop making excuses. Because that system, and I've watched this, the system of patriarchy has allowed for men, and I've seen it with my own eyes, not just with me, but with other people, to allow for abuse. No, you may not be able to get everything that the white man gets access to, but you sure as hell can beat the fuck out of a black woman and get away with it. That much I do know. That much I do know. You can kill other black people in their communities and nothing will happen. That much I do know. I've seen that. I've seen that. So what amount of, like I always say, how much is your scope of influence? This is how our men are using their scope of influence. And what do? We get blamed. All we're trying to do is survive. We want to be protected and provided for and loved. We want our fathers that didn't show up to show up in the incarnate version of our husbands and our boyfriends. We want love. We want to be seen. We want to be valued. Because a part of us knows who we really are. But we are in a patriarchal system that says that your value is 100% defined by how much attention you can get from a man. This is the system that we live in. So what do? We try to get attention from men. And we put all of our focus on that. We put all of our value on that. That's how we define ourselves, by what men think of us. By juxtapositioning ourselves and our value with who it is will pay attention to us. That's what we do. And guess what? I'm calling on us to stop doing that shit. I love you. Find a sister to tell that you love. We can validate and empower ourselves. We have to. We have to. We're at a transition. There's not as many as we should. We don't have as many folks to come and support us. We don't. And it's sad, but this is where we're at. We're at a transitional point. And we have to be okay with accepting that. Let's do what we can. Let's provide each other the peace that we can. We tear each other down because we are literally fighting over fucking scraps. Black women, we are fighting over scraps. We are fighting over scraps. We don't trust each other because we're fighting over scraps. I'm a married woman, right? I decided to invite people to come to my home. Other women that look like me to come to my home. You know what so many people have said to me? You gonna let other women in your house with your husband? What? What? I had the same fear when I first thought about it a year ago. I was like, oh, I'm going to let other women around my husband. And I caught myself. I said, bitch, are you out of your mind? He committed to you. If he can't do right by you, then he got to go. But I'm not going to miss out on showing love and care and concern and building community with my sisters for fear of losing him. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Me building with you matters more. My marriage should not be at risk because I have other black women around me. They're my sisters. They're my cousins. They're my mothers. I'm not participating in that anymore. I go to sleep at night with peace because I trust that my sisters and the women that I choose to bring around my family aren't going to damage or injure my children, and they're not going to betray our trust because my relationship with them is primary. Because I trust my sisters with my children, with my life, with my husband, with my home. We have to start with radical trust. That's where we have to start. And so when I realized that I was participating in that incredibly negative mindset and fear of my reflection of my own folks, I said, oh, hell no. I'm ranting. But I had a lot on my mind. I just recently got a godmother. And I don't have the best relationships with women. I never have. I'm not close to my mother. You know, my grandmother, both my grandmothers and I were super, super, super close. And so this is me. And one of the gifts I found older women who really loved me. I found older women who really checked for me. Am I still glitchy? I hope not. Can you hear me? Ooh. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. We gonna get this together. Wait a minute. I had to plug my shit in because this isn't like my main phone. Like I said, it's my Instagram phone. Okay, is that better? Okay. I was saying that this whole experience of allowing myself to be educated by, cared for by, vulnerable with older women has been so healing for me. And it wouldn't have happened if I didn't open up. I had to change my perspective. I had to take the risk, you know? And yeah, sometimes you're going to be disappointed. Sometimes you're going to get betrayed. It's not an excuse to determine that all of your future endeavors are going to end up the same way. Your past does not define your future unless you agree to it. Unless you actually feel in alignment with it. And I don't believe that all of my relationships with women that look like me, with my family, are going to end up the way that the relationships with my blood family did. I can have close relationships and build beautiful, vulnerable opportunities with my sisters that I wasn't able to have with my blood. And maybe at some point I will. That's the walkie-talkie. Sorry. We got all kinds of stuff going on over here, as usual. It's a risk. It's not what we've been told to do. It's not what we're used to doing. It feels scary. You know, it does. It does. I know it does. But it doesn't mean that that's an excuse to not do it. It doesn't mean that it's an excuse to not do it. We have to. And it starts with us. So if we don't have protection, we need to at least be a safe space for each other. And part of the reason why I'm here in Costa Rica is that I know that we don't have a lot of protection. So I wanted to at least be in a place where it just wasn't that violent or dangerous. That's why. Because I'm dealing with the reality of things and not what I hope for them to be. And I got to tell y'all something, because I don't even know. I'm clearly feeling all kinds of stuff. My husband sent me this long video of all of these beautiful, beautiful melanated queens talking about polygamy, which I've talked about polygamy with Isis, as a matter of fact. But their angle, see, this is that shit. Their whole thing was it's men's nature to want to have more than one woman. And do you want them to cheat on you? If you don't want that, then you should just have a sister wife. And I'm like, if we don't stop centering on what niggas want, this will never change. This will never change. If we don't listen, we can talk about polygamy. Like I said, I did with Isis Wisdom. It was an amazing conversation. We have to do it from a place of what's best for us. I'm not worried about what no nigga wants. Especially it's an inappropriate conversation to even have right now. Most men can't even take care of themselves in our community. Matter of fact, and you can look it up if you want to, look at the statistics. The average earning for a black man is around $24,000 a year. What family are you taking care of on that? So you mean to tell me you want a harem of black women to get together to provide you with a better life, to help take care of your responsibilities for all these women and children that you have? You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a pimp. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a pimp who convinces you of your need for him so he can sit on his ass and do nothing and watch you work. We've been doing that. We've been doing that. I watched my grandmother do that shit. I've watched tons of other women do that shit. Why is that revolutionary? So now you're just going to be okay with the fact, instead of it, you're not going to call it cheating because you've agreed to it. Are you insane? What? It's an extension of the internalized misogyny. It's insane. We will talk about polygamy when we can talk about the successful years that you've had being a husband and a father to your wife. And that the wife now has, for whatever reason, decided to be benevolent and give the opportunity of experience of a good husband and father to another woman that she selects because she loves and trusts her. How about that? I bet you they wouldn't want to do that shit. They don't want that. They're not interested in that. That concept of polygamy, nobody's interested in that. A proven husband and father whose wife decides to give other women from a place of love in her heart the opportunity to have access to provision and protection. What about that? Y'all not interested in that. Nobody's interested in having that conversation. Oh, you mean that my wife gets to dictate? Yeah. How about that? Are we interested in that? No. You don't deserve one woman, not access to the smell of a vagina, if you cannot take care of her and the children that you might create. Fuck no. And that's on period. And whole grown women, my age and older, talking about, oh, well, why would you require anything more than attention? Because you're centering your value on what he thinks about you. I am a high quality woman. You got to be more than cute and pay attention to me to hold value. We have to create community. We have to be real about what it is. Anybody that comes and stays anywhere near me, all of the women that are near me have access to the support and protection of my husband because that's his job. Straight faced. If you don't respect me and you don't treat me the way that you should, you do not get access to his provision or protection. That's why, sisters, we get upset when the ex calls talking about, oh, my tire is flat. If the ex is respectful and you have a good relationship and you can love her as a sister, then of course, here he comes, he's on his way. I'll let him know. But if you're on that male focused, I want his attention, I'm doing this to undercut and undermine you, that's why we get mad. See, the thing is, we have these reactions to disrespect, but we don't understand where they're rooted in or where they come from. That's why it's a problem when the ex is calling your man to come and help her, because she's not showing you respect. If she called you and said, hey, I really need some help, my pipes burst, I don't have anybody else to call, would you mind? That's a different thing. When we have respect for each other and each other's needs, each other's necessities as women, when we treat each other like sisters, the whole shit changes. You're not going to call my man behind my back or communicate with him asking him to do anything, because you know that I care for you. you're going to call me. But the conversation changes, right? When it's woman to woman, the conversation changes. I'm grateful that I've gotten to share raising these beautiful. My bonus daughters are amazing, and I love them so much. And I'm so grateful to have them and watch them grow. They have changed my life. I've watched the oldest one from age 3 till now, and the little one since she was born. And I'm so grateful that I've gotten to participate in raising them. I can see my thumbprints all over them. I see my fingerprints on them. They're my babies. And I've always treated them like that. The relationship that I have with their mother is what it is because she chose it, not because it's what I wanted. We have a choice in how we treat each other. We have a choice in how we interact with each other. The relationship could have yielded way more than it is, but that was her decision, not mine. Because what I will do is be respected. It's not optional. I'm moving on some different shit. When it's woman-centered, the first will become last, and the last shall become first. And we were first, and had been for a long time, and we lost it. We were betrayed. We made some not so great decisions, but we're back now. We're getting it together. We're getting it together. We're getting it together. And it starts with how we treat each other. It starts with what it is that we allow other people to get away with. It starts with how it is that we view ourselves. Do your shadow work. Stop basing your value on what other people think. Get into the sisterhood. Hold these niggas accountable. Stop fighting over scraps. Mobilize. Stop worrying. Yeah, but you can use it. Stop worrying about what the white people are going to do. Prepare yourself. Be wise. Be vulnerable. Practice radical trust. Do it. Stop worrying about stuff that is outside of your actual control. Be in control and utilize your control over what you can. I get to choose what kind of mother I am. I get to choose what kind of wife I am. I get to choose what kind of friend I am. I get to choose what kind of mentor I am for those of you that I'm spiritually life coaching with. I get to choose what kind of friend I am to myself. And I don't always hit the mark. Sometimes I fall all the way off. Sometimes I'm not at my best. But what I am in is in my intention, and I'm very clear about that. This is my life's mission. I have Verzuli Danto and Oshun energy and all that. Like, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy because I know where it starts. I know where it starts. It starts with us. And all of you who have supported me and supported this work. Oh, I'm such a doggy mom. Oh my God, my big dogs. I'm absolutely obsessed. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed with them. So obsessed. I love to love. I love to share my love. And I love to receive it. And I can't do that if I'm not willing to be vulnerable. All of you that have supported me on Patreon, that support me here, that get readings, that come out, that have come out. Shout outs to those of you that have come visit. One sister was here. Beauty Noir is here. Kainoa's out here. Like, literally, like, more people are coming. Shonaf is on her way. I got people coming. You guys, your energy coming and being here with me, it helps the work. It helps. All of it helps. We support each other. This is my livelihood. And every time I open my mouth, I know that I'm risking ending it all. But I still have to do it. I still have to do it. I have to. I asked Spirit to show me my path. I said I want to be in alignment with my path. And Spirit said, your job is to show as much love as you can muster to your sisters. To encourage them, to strengthen them, to wake them up and remind them of who they are, to stand up as an example, to be raw and real, but say it with love. All of you coming to the retreat, I cannot wait to just pour love on you. All of you that are going to be participating in the Ancestral Rites of Passage, you don't even know what you're about to get. Isis is the real deal. Y'all really don't even know what you're in store for. I'm pouring love on you as much as I can. And it doesn't always have to be in a way that insults you or demeans you or makes you feel bad. It doesn't have to be like that. This is admonishment from a place of love. Because we've all been there. But I love you. Share this with someone who you think will benefit. I try to do reels and like short little... I realize I'm not a meme type person. I'm not like... That's not how it flows through me. I get to channeling and shit just gets to coming. And, you know, if y'all want to chop it up and record it and share it, you can. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. I'm going to brush my teeth and take a shower. Because I literally got out of bed, laughed my ass off, and then found that I had a whole lot to say. And I've been quiet for a while. In whatever way in which Phoenix Rising, you're here on this live. I appreciate that. I do. I love you so much. I just want to see us do better. So I'm going to go on and put that post on Patreon so we can connect with each other and get to planning, and let's get active and let's figure out what we're going to do. And let's be honest, you guys, about our heartbreak, about our disappointment, about how much it hurts that we're so not protected, about how much we want love and we want to have children and we want to act within our purpose. And we haven't been able to. We need to be able to cry with each other about that. You know? And I don't talk shit to anybody. I got 2 baby daddies. This is my second husband. Like, I've been through it. And I let myself cry over how poorly I've been treated. I'm amazing. I deserve better than what I've been given. I deserve so much better. We all do. I had 2 black men that I loved make me a baby mama. I grew up in a 2-parent home thinking that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom like my mom was. Not so. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. My sons grew up without their actual fathers to show them the love and appreciation. And I wept for them because I internalized and felt the fact that them not taking care of their children was a further disrespect to me. They disrespected my womb by not respecting the product of it. Me, I'm a goddess. Disrespected. And it hurt beyond. I haven't had a baby in about to be 16 years. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. I could not do it. Because I knew that if I experienced that one more time, it could possibly end my life. I couldn't do it. But I'm here now. And I'm sharing my love with you. We'll be doing part 2 of Intuition tonight on Patreon. I will see you guys then. I love you with all my heart. Thanks for listening. Bye.